It's a rainy Saturday, but we'll see if baseball gets played later today. Welcome on in to Cards Hub 365 here, presented by Gray Bar. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Andy Hanselman and a few of his dogs as well. Andy making his Sports Hub STL debut. Andy, good morning. Hello.
Joe, I'm pleased as punch to be here on the Sports Hub STL with you this morning.
We are happy to have you. Cardinals play at 1:15 today, and I got to say, last night watching baseball from around the rest of MLB, I think 9 games were being played yesterday with a few teams doing the whole Thursday, Friday off day thing. And I really, really hated not having baseball on Friday night after the Cardinals' victory on Thursday. I'm itching. I'm itching for this game to be played today. I'm hoping that it gets in today. I'm ready to see this team play again because all of the high hopes that I had throughout spring training and all the high hopes I talked myself into during spring training, it looked like one game in kind of came to be true.
Joe, I was really excited to see for a team that doesn't have much going for it on paper, there was a lot of energy, a lot of good energy I saw on opening day. And I'm like you, I was ready to watch more of it too. And I can't wait for today.
Yeah, it's going to be a wet one down at Busch Stadium, but Erick Fedde gets the ball for the Cardinals. Picked up last year at the trade deadline, along with Tommy Pham from the Chicago White Sox, and last year in Fedde's first season with the Cardinals. Not what you would have wanted to see out of him. Not what they traded for. Went 2-5 in 10 starts for the Cardinals last year through 55 innings. Had an ERA of around 3.72, which wasn't crazy different from what he did with the White Sox. But to have a 3.11 ERA and have 7 wins with the White Sox, who were abysmal last season, and then come to St. Louis and put up not awful numbers and still lose as much as he did. It was kind of it summed up the season last year for the Cardinals of just not being able to put everything together. And I think you saw that too last year. It just kind of carried over to the guys on the field too, where no matter what they did, it wasn't going to work out for them last year.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Joe. The situation that Fedde came from to where the Cardinals were last year. I feel like the Cardinals and White Sox, they weren't quite in exactly similar positions, but they were darn close in not being real good baseball teams. So it'll be interesting to see what Erick Fedde can do for the Cardinals this year. There's still not a lot of high hopes with the starting rotation, but who knows? I mean, that's why we play the game shows, as they say.
Yeah, and it's we do have the rest of the lineups coming your way here in just a bit. Erick Fedde, still a member of the St. Louis Cardinals, which I would say surprises quite a few fans, knowing that his name was thrown around quite a bit in offseason trades, looking to move him, maybe free up a little bit of that $9 million or so that he's owed this year, just for this year. He's off the books after this season, but kind of opened the door for guys like a Michael McGreevy or a Quinn Matthews. But here he is, game 2 starter for the Cardinals this year. Cardinals will line up like this for today. Andy, look at the graphics that we have. Didn't have these back on Weekend Joe, did we?
Hell no, bud. and the way this flew in there too is really cool. I like that you have Adam Wainwright in there. I like the tribute to Wayno.
Yeah, we got the backgrounds, everything ready to go. Lineup for the Cardinals today, 1:15. Scheduled start time, though, that rain is in the forecast till about 3 o'clock tonight. Same lineup as what we saw on Thursday. Lars Nootbaar in left field. Wilson Contreras at first. Brendan Donovan at second. Nolan Arenado at third. Alec Burleson at DH. More on him in just a bit, but you see he gets the picture treatment today. Also got the picture treatment for the Cardinals on their Twitter account as well. Ivan Herrera catching, Jordan Walker in right, Victor Scott II in center, Mason Wynn at short for the Twins. Let me look real quick as they will go up against Joe Ryan. Twins do have their lineup out for tonight, for this afternoon as well. Matt Wallner will be leading off in right field. Carlos Correa is at short. Byron Buxton in center. Trevor Larnach is in left field. Ty France at first. Mickey Gasper DHing. Willie Castro at second. Jose Miranda at third. And Christian Vasquez catching for the Twins this afternoon down at Busch Stadium. As your comments, welcome throughout the show today here on Sports Hub STL and all of our live shows. Just comment in the YouTube feed. And as Nathan says, he's hoping the game starts relatively on time. I would say, Andy, I know you were supposed to go golfing today at around I think you said you were supposed to golf this afternoon, but that's probably not looking great for your plans for the day. I think the last time I looked at the forecast, I think the rain's in there till about maybe 3:00 or so before it clears up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing as well, Joe. But all that means is that it's still going to be cart path only out there at Gateway National. So we're going to be we've already called the audible. We are not going to be playing golf today.
Yeah, so we'll see if they play baseball down there.
I would imagine they'll play baseball at some point.
Yeah, 3:00 game for that today. And Andy, I mentioned Alec Burleson on the show. Our Roddy Bombs for today. We're right now. I will say I'll show you this. I'll show you the scoreboard first. A Freddie Freeman home run last night got me on the board with one. But Christopher Morel and Pete Alonso did not homer yesterday. So far, both days, we've had one of the three hit on both of those. So today we are going with Alec Burleson to hit a home run today, plus 900 when I locked in these numbers. It's his bobblehead day today. First 20,000 fans down at Busch tonight.
Wow.
Get a bobblehead of Alec Burleson riding in the truck on opening day.
I love it, Joe.
So we're going with him. Also, we're going from the Red Sox today. Abreu from the Red Sox. I brought up. I had his numbers up yesterday. I'm going to bring up his numbers right now. Weiler Abreu on the season this year. 5 for 6 on the season with 2 home runs. Red hot right now. 25-year-old right fielder for the Red Sox. He is just absolutely crushing the ball. We're going to play the hot hand with him down in Texas. And then also you see there Christian Walker, the newly acquired Christian Walker for the Houston Astros, their game later today against the Mets. He's facing Griffin Canning of the Mets in their game today. 4 for 8 with 2 home runs in his career against Griffin Canning.
Ooh.
With 5 RBI. Yeah. 4 for 8 in his career. I believe all 4 of those hits are also extra base hits too. So
all 3 of these guys need to hit home runs. You can win $215 just by placing a $1 parlay on it.
Correct.
Look at that.
Just a $1 parlay going to win you $215.
Joe, we call that a highly profitable Saturday.
It would be. As I was talking with Brendan Schaefer yesterday about it, because he was asking, he was like, are we putting the over-under on the season at a half, at 0.5? Are we putting the over-under on that you hit at least once? And I've said all you need to do is hit once, and then it pays out for the rest of the year.
Pretty much.
It does. I mean, 200 days of $1 bets, you hit once, and it does. And I appreciate Jalen also. We see when you talk yourself into it, when you throw them out there and you come up with reasons and you just don't blindly pick, I'm going to go Aaron Judge and Shohei every single day. When you talk yourself into them like this, it makes a lot more sense and it makes you seem knowledgeable to these.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking of a quip where it's kind of like believing your own lies.
So that's what we have to look forward to today. Ready for baseball to be back on the TV this afternoon. FanDuel Sports Network is where you can watch it. Also on FS1, the game on there today as well. For those of you not in the St. Louis area, for that, you see, domesticated gamblers, our Friday afternoon gambling show. They're going Judge Harper. See, Judge and Harper. I mean, you could pick them every day. You could pick them every. They're like probably plus 180. On those where you look at that. I mean, Alec Burleson, a plus 900 today to homer on his bobblehead day. If MLB has those stats out there to show you how often guys will hit home runs on their bobblehead days, I think you would see that it's that I'm going to say more than half the time guys will hit a home run on their bobblehead days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that if you look at Judge, Harper, and Seager, that those are probably those are probably plus 180s to hit home runs today.
Yeah, $1 bet will win you like $57 on that.
Yeah, that's the point. The point is to have a profitable weekend.
Exactly.
And so don't get greedy, Joe. Don't get greedy now.
No, I'm not picking all plus 900s. It's plus 340 for Walker.
Boy,
that's a reasonable.
Here's some really cool math. If you bet $100 on that parlay, you win $2,150.
Well, you live in Illinois and you got a bank account. Go wild on that, Andy.
I got a big house payment too.
So that's what we have today. Game, whenever it is played today, we will have the post game show coming your way afterwards. Ethan Hannaford and I will be on for that. Also, a post game show today after the Blues game as well. That game starting in the afternoon around 3:30. So, given a rain delay, given something, those two games might be going on around the same time, might be ending around the same time. And if that's the case, we will adjust and we will make them all work right here on Sports Hub STL. So again, your lineups for the game today, you have same as what we had on Thursday for the game. Nootbaar, Contreras, Donovan, Arenado, Burleson, Herrera, Walker, Scott, Wynn. That is your lineup for today. This for this afternoon's game. Again, no, I have not seen anything yet. I've been sitting here. I've been hitting refresh on Twitter, waiting to see if any notes are coming out about the game tonight, and have not seen anything. So we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna plan for a 1:15 start time for Cardinals and Twins later on this afternoon. That's going to do it for us today here on Cards Hub 365. Again, Cards Hub post game coming your way later on this afternoon. So make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page and get those notifications when they come out. And we will talk to you later on. For Andy Hanselman, I'm Joe Roderick. This has been Cards Hub 365, presented by Gray Bar, right here on Sports Hub STL.